Hey everybody, what's going on? This is week number 31, August 1st through August 7th. Wow, I can't believe it's already August. We're going to have, wow, a couple months before Christmas again. Wow, it's crazy. So I want to say thank you, first of all, to everyone that has signed up to the Patreon site. The site has already reached the first goal of $150 a month, and that has unlocked the Friday Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition bi-monthly game. And we will be starting this Friday on August the 5th. We'll be playing from 4 p.m. to roughly about 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this is going to be an opportunity for all of the patrons to get into an official Dungeons and Dragons Adventure League's game. And if you are, I just want to make one thing clear. If you are a Twitch subscriber, please think about maybe converting over to Patreon, because it's a lot easier to do the signups, and it is impossible for me to integrate my subscribers on Twitch to Patreon. So nothing to take anything away from Twitch. I love Twitch, and I appreciate having the partnership there. But to make this transition really smooth and to make this super easy, it's going to be easier for me to have signups and everything through Patreon instead of like a message board on my website or something like that. It's just going to be so much easier. So check it out, Patreon. If you contribute $5 a month, you'll have opportunities to get into the bi-weekly game. So I'm going to try to get 6-7 people in there at a time. Hopefully, I won't have to go any higher than that. So another thing, I've had a lot of questions about the Patreon. Now, if you want to play in Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, the Adventure League series, you're going to need to have an official D&D character. So you're going to need to go to the Wizards website. You're going to need to register, get a DCI number, and then you're going to need to create a character with the point buy system, all of that good stuff. You can play any race, any class, excluding the Aarakocra, which I really honestly don't know why you can't play the Aarakocra. Maybe because of the whole flight thing. I'm really not in favor of that, but the rules are the rules. So once you make your character, you are going to need to put it into an XML file for Fantasy Grounds. Basically have an official Fantasy Grounds sheet as well, and there is an Adventures League log sheet on the character sheet and all that good stuff. So you'll be able to store all of the information on your Fantasy Grounds character sheet. So, if you want to get into another game with someone else, another DM, sounds good to me. Just let me know. I'll export it, email you the file, and it'll be a smooth transition for you. Then you would just email it back to me, and I'd replace the old one with the new one. Piece of cake. So, like I said, guys, I appreciate it. And Patreon has already hit the first level. If we can get to the $250 a month level, then that Friday game will go from every 2 weeks to every single week. So hopefully that will, that'll happen. So last thing that I ask you, when you do sign up for these games, please, guys, don't wait 5 minutes, before the game starts to say, "Hey, Dave, can you import my character into a Fantasy Ground sheet?" Because I'm not going to do it. I just won't have time. You're going to need to, get with me a couple days ahead of time so I can actually get your sheet in there, make sure everything's right. But I will not, I just simply will not do that 5 minutes before the game starts. So there's all the information is on the Patreon site anyway. For joining the game, what you need. You only need TeamSpeak. We're not going to run webcams or anything like that. So, yeah, it's just going to be a fun time. You guys are going to play. We're going to do all the adventures from DDEX1, the Defiance and Flan series. We'll do Elemental Evil. We'll do Out of the Abyss. We'll do Curse of Strahd, and then we'll do the New Giants when it comes out. So we're going to do this all in order, and I think you folks will really enjoy it. And you can play multiple characters too. If you want to have a fighter And you know, maybe one night there's no wizard. Maybe you want to bring a wizard in. You can have a wizard too. So you know, it just depends on how you want to split your XP up, because you usually only get about 100 EXP per session at the lower levels anyway. But you know, Adventures max level is only 10, so you know, eventually you'll get to 10, but it'll take you a little bit of time. So, but if you sign up, please guys, show up, and please don't bring a character sheet wanting it to be imported 5 minutes ahead of time, because I'm just not going to do it. So, but TeamSpeak is mandatory. Last thing on that, TeamSpeak is definitely mandatory. This is not a text-based game. This is a full-on social communication between the DM and the players. So we're not doing webcams, so you don't have to have a webcam unless you're in one of my normal groups. But just TeamSpeak. It's free download. All you need is the demo version of Fantasy Grounds. I've already got the Ultimate license, and you're good to go. So that's everything with Patreon. Thank you guys again for supporting me on Patreon. Twitch subscribers, if you want to go over to you know, move your subscription from Twitch over to Patreon, that'll be good as well. So, all right. So I'm gonna move on. Gonna talk about a couple projects. I've actually finished my Shadow of the Demon Lord Game Master Codex complete, and also the Player's Codex. I do love Shadow of the Demon Lords, guys. I really think it's a great system, but some of the mechanics I think are really overthought, like fairy, you know, the fairy stealth that during this time, and then this time, and then these hours at night, and then these hours during the day. So things like that are, you know, you can always just ditch that. You know, and I like the initiative. I like the way that combat and initiative is done, but my players, they don't like it. They're not down with it. You know, they're D20 rollers. They're used to rolling. So you know, you'll notice in this week's video from Sunday's game that just went up today, by the way, we are rolling initiative. So if you're a Shadow of the Demon Lords fan, we're not doing it wrong. I'm just house ruling it to where we are going to do initiative, and then we're going to do end of round. So the mechanics stay the same 100%, except for we're just cutting out fast turn and normal turn, and we're just doing movement and your action. So, you know, if you're a rule Nazi that's thinking that we're doing it wrong, no, we're not doing it wrong. We've just changed it. Players didn't like the way that that it is in the core book, so I am accompanying my players. So. Alright, so Shadow of the Demon Lords is done. The token project that I have 2,500 NPCs, monsters, and all that stuff now with the bases on it. Thank goodness that's over. And from time to time, I'm still buying token packs all the time, so I'll be adding and adding to that. So, a couple new projects that I'm doing. I'm working on all of the Dungeons & Dragons Adventure Leagues, basically the modules. I know that they're already for sale and stuff, but the way that I like to set my module up is totally different. I actually spend more time rearranging the module to my liking than it takes me to create my own Adventure League's modules. So I'm in the process of doing those. I've gotten several done already. So that's one project that I'm going to be working on, and that's going to be a massive ongoing project as I need games for my patrons. The second project that I'm working on is the Cipher system, and I'm going to be doing a review tonight on live on the stream. This is a unopened Cipher system book. It's by Monty Cook Games. I love the system. I got into the Numenera Kickstarter a couple of years ago. Actually, I've gotten into a couple of them, and I love the Numenera products. I love the strange stuff. So the Cipher system is the core rules of both the strange and Numenera put together. So this is like an almost 500-page core book. It has everything. I mean, this thing it's a beastly thick book. We're going to take a look at it tonight. We're going to take a look at the physical and the digital versions. So, great game, and I really like Cipher system because it encourages roleplay. You know, the Dungeon Master doesn't roll any dice; the players roll everything. So, I really like it, and I'll explain it. I'll explain all that tonight. So, all right. So that's another project that I'm doing. I'm going to be creating a full database of like monsters, ciphers, and rollable cipher lists and drag and drop items and stuff. So it's going to be a pretty nice little project because I'm going to be using a lot of cipher system stuff with my game that I'm in the process of converting over. So next thing is you'll notice the website. All the other stuff is still the same. I'm at a standstill, guys. You know, I'm at a point to where I need to start looking for another alternative. I've contacted another artist and really haven't heard anything back. So once again, if anybody out there is an artist, and if you're looking to make a couple bucks, I am willing to, even though I can't afford it, I'm willing to throw a couple bucks your way if you're an artist, if you've got some skill, and I need some art done, a couple logos, and some social media stuff. So if you want to make a little bit of money, contact me, send me some of your work that I can see what you can do as an artist, and then I'll pull you into TeamSpeak, get you on the same page as I need you to be on. And I've also got an animator in the wings waiting for some art. And also one thing, if you're an artist that don't like to give up your PSD files, I need those as well, because I have an animator that is going to be animating all of this art. So I do need that. That's going to be one requirement of the artist, is I need those PSD files. So, and I know sometimes the artists don't want to give those up, but sorry, I need them, or it's not going to happen. So, all right, guys. Moving on. Like I said, I need an artist. If you guys know any artists, if you want to make a couple bucks, please, guys, I am in dire need of an artist. I really am, guys. I'm in like all hands on deck. I need an artist. All right. So, unfortunately, I can't draw, or I would have been done a couple of months ago. So, all right. Now, what has been going on? Well, actually, we had a lot of games last week. We had the Fantasy Grounds D&D Adventures League. That's from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. on Sunday. We also had a makeup game for last Sunday's Shadow of the Demon Lord game. We made that up on Thursday. Those videos are up. Also, we had our normal scheduled time Shadow of the Demon Lord game on Sunday, even though it was cut short. Willie was having some disconnection issues, but no problem. We still got at least half a session in, which was definitely a good thing. We also had character creation in Wormfood's game that he's going to be running. He's going to be running a little game, probably about 5 or 6 sessions, and then after that, Misty will be running Vampire the Masquerade. So it's a pretty nice opportunity for me to get and play in a game, and I'm really looking forward to it. And our first session will be this Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, normal time. So a couple of things also next week. Also tomorrow I'm going to have, first off, I'm sorry about that. First off, I'm going to try to get a couple of tutorials out. I've had a couple of Fantasy Grounds tutorials that I've had done for a couple of months now. But now I'm to the point to where I'm kind of caught up, especially with all of the new Fantasy Grounds contract that I had gotten, the patron stuff, getting all of that content ready to go on Friday nights. And I'm getting to where I can start, getting some more tutorials and stuff done. So I will have a couple Fantasy Grounds tutorials up tomorrow, and also I'm going to be reviewing 2 in-depth reviews on the Cipher system and also Shadow of the Demon Lord. So check those out. And then with next week, I'm going to try to get my Saturday game together to finish this Titan's Grave game and get together for one more session, hopefully. And then I think our Sunday game, we're going to be wrapping up Shadow of the Demon Lords here probably in the next week or so. And then after that, we're going to be looking at picking up the zombie game. And then when the new Storm King's Thunder comes out for D&D 5e, we'll probably go ahead and play D&D 5e. We'll probably do the new Storm King's Thunder. So that'll be pretty cool. So we'll probably do that on Sunday. So, all right, guys, that's about it. Like I said, guys, I really need an artist. I'm in like dire need. I really need to get some things done, and transitioned over, new website and stuff, and everything is at a standstill right now. And guys, I really apologize about it. The new site's going to be really nice. I can't wait to get it out, but I need art. So, all right, need an artist, guys. Please contact me. Contact me. Tweet to me. Send me a message on Facebook. Send me a message here on YouTube. Send me a message on Twitch. Send me a contact email from my website, tabletopping.net. But there we go. That's it for me, and I'll see you next week. And until then, happy gaming, and keep rolling those 20s, guys. See ya.